Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Sommylove. Oh my god, so good to have you. At some point in your life, you will need help. True. At some point in your life, you will need somebody to come in and help out and assist you in some things. Very true. But yeah, before you do that, kindly sit down, count the cost. If it's something you can go through, let it go. Don't bring in that extra mouth, don't bring in that extra person into your home only to be the source of their frustration. That wouldn't end up nice. You might enjoy it while it lasts, but at the long run, it has its way of coming back. So, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's nice to have you around, and today I'm going to be dealing on the issues of house helps, or will I say some people call them maids or maid servant, or some people call them my house help. And then some people who have apprentices under them, those apprentices also serve as help. Good. But before you bring those people into your life, before you add them into your family, it is wise to sit down and count the cost. You know, one of the things the Bible hates most, one of the things God hates most is maltreating the poor. Like, he does not in any way fancy that. So bringing in someone into your home only to be the source of their frustration will end up in some way frustrating you and not the person. It's good you need help. It's good when you can afford it and you bring an extra person to help you as you are helping the person. So to help you in house chores, stay around with the children, play with the children when you are busy or when you are out. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But as that person is there, make sure the person is growing. It is a very big error that you have a maid servant or you have a male servant or a female servant in your house and the child is not growing or the person is not making any advancement. So it's really a very big error. And some people do these things because one is your personality, the kind of person you are. Maybe I don't know, are you an enemy of progress? Like, if something is not really associated with you, or if something is not your blood, you find it very difficult to accommodate that extra person. You feel that extra person, you can't cater for that extra person, then there's no point bringing the person in. If you know you cannot take care of that person, if you know you can't tolerate having people that are not from the same family with you around, then there's no point, because you are bringing that person to frustrate the person's life. As a matter of fact, if you are growing and every other thing around you is not growing, it's a very big error. It's a very big error. Like the Bible, God has made us to be prosperous, that it is how will I put it? It is contagious. Thank you. God has made us so that it's contagious. Once you are prospering, everything around you, both your children, your housemates, and everything around you flourishes. But when they are, instead of increasing, they are decreasing and becoming less of themselves, then it doesn't really tell good about you. And then most people, sometimes when they bring in house helps and you enter their house, you can differentiate between their house helps and their children. With, first of all, probably the way the person looks, stress everywhere, the kind of clothes the person wear. It doesn't make sense. Whoever that is under your roof has become automatically, the person has become your responsibility. The person has become one of you. So as much as you are taking care of every other person, you should as well take care of the person, so that things will be easier for you, like things will work out perfectly for you. For example, when the Bible said you should treat others as you want them to, as you want them to treat you, right? So now the you there now for me is not you in person, it's not you the father or you the mother. The you there now, they are your children, because the person possibly cannot beat you, the person cannot fight you, the person that the people that are vulnerable to the person's attack are your children. So most times when you see house helps react, most times when you see that they did this, they did that, I'm not saying that whatever they did is right. I'm not trying to applaud them for destroying things or killing or poisoning or doing anything. No, I'm not trying to do that. But then sometimes it is as a result of the accumulation of the emotional trauma you've caused the person. The person is, when you see yourself drastically, like you are losing yourself emotionally, you are not balanced, socially, physically, everywhere, you are just losing it. So the person tends to push out everything on your children or your house or anything that just belongs to you. The person is looking for ways to get back at you. You get? So sometimes these people, they are self-esteem, they have low self-esteem, their self-worth, self-confidence, everything is zero. Like they don't find it fun to live simply because they are living under your roof. When you came to pick them, you promised education, better life, don't worry, she will feel at home. So what is happening now? The person feels, oh, I wish I could just go back to my parents and continue the way we are and continue and be managing and have my peace of mind. So you're kind of person, what kind of mentality do you have about having someone else's daughter or son under your roof? If you really want to enjoy having a house help, I know that naturally, like, there are people that are mean. There are house help that I don't know whether it's because they are possessed or because just something went wrong from where the person is coming from, the house. So the person tends to misbehave. Please, at this juncture, like in this kind of scenario, take the person back. But when you get someone that is willing to stay, willing to work with you, willing to do the things you want the person to do, the right things, of course, then you should treat that person as your own. Because you tend to benefit more. Your children will feel at home with the person will look after your children. When you are running helter-skelter doing things, the person is busy arranging the things that maybe you did not even take notice of. The person is helping you with it. And your children see the person, okay, oh, I'm seeing this person as my elder sister. The person can stand out for your children in public when anybody wants to assault them or do anything that is not right. Let me tell you, sometimes this helps. They don't have problem with the workload. I'm not saying that it's nice to overwork someone. No, you are a human being. So as much as you can take, I think you should measure it up with that person and according to age too. Because sometimes when you see these little children, the kind of work they do, even you as an adult, if they give you that space of time, you will be so exhausted. So why heap it on someone else's child? And then some people don't mind even doing the whole work, but all they ask for is that you show them love, you show them acceptance, you show them I value you. That is all they ask for. But you staff them, you staff them emotionally, you everything socially. Maybe if you are going out, that's when they will work and work. Even if they are going out, they are not given the freedom to play around like your children and all that. So the person is completely drained. On top of it, you are giving the person the whole work to do. So the only thing in this person's mind is, what will I do? Like, I need to get out. I need to show these people I still own my life. Like, I'm still a human being. So the person is looking for ways to get back at you. So before you go out to pick someone's child, please sit down. If you cannot accommodate the person in your space, if the person cannot become part of you, then let it go. God will not be happy with you. Even your fellow human beings around will not be happy with you. It is a responsibility. It is a duty. As the person is coming into your house, the person fully becomes your responsibility. There's nothing wrong in training that child in school. You know, in this life, like, the table might turn around. Or even if the table did not turn around, everything works out well, and the person leaves your house tomorrow. Now you have built a relationship that can last a lifetime. Not for you, maybe still for you, but for your children. If they go out, they are happy, like, okay, I know this person. Yeah, we have a relationship and it was very nice. So they can be able to go and be assisted. But what if it didn't end well? Well, unless that person that is there, like I said before, your personality. So the person wouldn't mind helping. But sometimes when the person remembers the hurt, when the person remembers how he or she was treated, the person might harden his heart to help. And that's you are blocking the way for your children. So there's something we call the best form of investment is human investment. So see it like you are investing in that child. See that you are investing in that child. You are being part of someone's developmental stage. You are being part of someone's growth life. So that the person will look back and say, if not for this person, I wouldn't have become what I am. Even though I was the help, but I didn't feel as such. And that way you are opening doors. So you are not in charge when you maltreat people, or when you try to show your power by beating the person anyhow or maltreating the person anyhow. You are not in charge. It doesn't show you are in charge. In fact, it does not even show any form of power. But the way you accommodate the person. When your child does something, you shout, I'll beat you, I'll do this, so take your time. But when that person does something, it doesn't take you anything. You're already beating, you're already shouting. Sometimes it might be hard because probably, let's just assume this is not something you are used to, another person coming in the space. But for the fact that that person is already there, you ask God for the grace, even if it means pretending for the while. Hold yourself, self-control, until God helps you, because He will help you. You're trying to do the nice thing, the right thing. You're trying to do what is expected and required of you, and it becomes part of you. You get? So you learn to take that person through the process. It's not everything beating. It makes the person, like the person will work for you wholeheartedly and will not even regret if you beat me because, okay, no. Mommy did this because I am at fault. Not at every instant where we see people, you batter someone's child with cane, use hot iron, hot water, as though the person is an animal. Please, if you cannot take care of someone else's child that lives with you, or if you know you cannot take that responsibility, don't take that step of going to look for help. Because one, you are bringing God's punishment upon you, and two, you are generating, as I don't know how to put it, you are bringing causes that your children don't even know about because of your behavior or anything. So most househelp that people have raised have become billionaires. Most people have owned establishments. Most people have even in turn been the one to help those people that accommodated them, all because they were nice, all because they did not allow them to feel the absence of their parents. Don't be the reason why someone will give up on life. Don't be the reason why someone will be so hardened that the person will want to pour out the anger or life frustration on others because of that mistake you made. So like I said earlier, if you know you cannot live up to it, if you know you are not ready to carry the cross that comes with it, because as your children are growing, that is how the person is growing, and you expect the person to misbehave at some point. It is normal, because even you as a human being, as old as you are, you still misbehave. So what of that child? There's every possibility that the child will misbehave. So if you are not well equipped, if you know you cannot accommodate this child, please leave that child where the child is. And if you ever promised education, keep to your word, so that light will not die in your hands. If God gives you a light in your hand and you allow it to die, it is a very big error. If God gives you a living human being to cater for, the greatest joy for you should be to see that child is living out the person's destiny. And I'm telling you, you will not regret it at all. At all. And then you are teaching your children. They are learning well human relationship, how to relate with people. This person that is not my sibling, this person that is not. There's no difference. The only difference is the person that gave birth to. That is the only difference. So I just hope that we learn, and that maltreatment is curbed, and that we learn to live better with our fellow human beings. Like I said earlier, if you know you cannot, let that child alone. Manage by yourself. Don't bring it another child, and don't be the reason why someone will give up on life. Right. So thank you guys. Thank you so very much for this section. Drop your comments in the comment section. What do you think? Is anybody just allowed to go out and get a help? Is anybody even qualified to have a help in his or her house? What are the criteria? What do you think, like, the person, what level do you think the person will attain before you are permitted to have someone else's child under your roof? Let me hear your comments in the comment section. Thank you for joining, guys. Thank you very much. If this is your first time of seeing this beautiful face, if this is your first time, you are welcome back to my channel, and I'm so glad you stopped by my channel. You are welcome. This is Sommylove, and I'm so glad to have you right on this channel. Please click on the subscribe button, click on the notification button, and click on the like button. Don't forget to share around. Let people hear. Please share it around. Let them know maltreatment is very bad, and if you know you cannot cater for another life, please let the person in peace, so that your life will also move in peace. See you next time. See you next time. See you next time. Bye.